When a girl calls you, they like Zouk. If I were a Japanese girl, I would say, yeah, I like you so much. If you really want to get a Japanese girl, I were a guy, I would do the same.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Cathy. Cathy is a promoter at Zouk, and I'm going to interview her today about what she thinks is like the best places in Tokyo nightlife. And she'll give maybe some tips, hopefully, about how to talk to girls, hang out in clubs, or what to do, what not to do.
Anything we need to know.
Your top three and why you like those three are the top three.
I think Zouk Tokyo is the best club in Tokyo for now. Unless there's other new club that I don't know. How Zouk is big is it's international franchise and it started from Singapore. One of the really famous nightlife country, if you know. And they also have one in Miami. And I think the sponsor's main DJ in there is Illenium.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so last year we had Illenium too. But right now, it's popular because it's only on the second year. And then all the concept and then inside of the environment are new. Stuff are on the rules. Everyone works really well. And then they respect customer. I think that makes the club good. But I would say except Zouk Tokyo, I will choose One Ok. Not because of the environment. It's a small club as the entire the entire box, but I just like their vibes and then the music.
Yeah, I like One Ok music best.
Yeah,
personally.
but
And they have really great artists come through.
yeah, they do. And every each floor they have different, and also they have a lot of famous artists coming. That's the one reason I love about it, because sometimes Zouk has Zouk style, so they cannot says they're not hosting any, says they don't call up any DJ who's playing rap, says like ASAP Rocky, that's not our style. Like that's more like One Ok style. But for Zouk Tokyo is more like elegante, at the same time like gorgeous. So like those, like I think they would really just wanna like separate every good DJs in a different industry. So that's why DJs more DJs in Zouk are more like techno, EDM, and hip hop. Hip hop is like for every club.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but usually when we have hip hop, we don't have customer. I don't know why. Maybe because of bias.
Yeah.
Because for whoever been to Ginza, they will know. Because Ginza is not a town for hip hop. It's more like a convoy, very mature atmospheres. Even you go out in the 4 a.m., 5 a.m., you can still find a nice bar and nice yakitori, nice sushi to eat. Like they're all makase. But like they want to keep it elegante. Not like, okay, let's just like call up some...
Yeah, the Shibuya rat style.
Yeah, some Shibuya rat style and let the teenager come in. Did you know there's one thing we even do in Zouk? We even do check, like ID check for the old people.
Oh, really? Oh.
So I didn't know that after I joined Zouk for a year, because one time I had my other customer, because he wanted to just, go in and then check how it looks like. And then next time he wanted a table. But I think he's aged between 50 to 60.
Oh, okay.
And then the security was like, I have to check his ID. If he doesn't have a table, he have to be under 50. So consider whenever you come to Zouk, you cannot find anyone who's above 50. I don't know why, but it's like one of our policy. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
Very funny.
there's a lot of old people. Yeah, I feel like it does change the
Yeah.
the stream vibe. Okay. It's Neverland. I don't like that place. Beware.
Neverland.
Yeah, it's in Shibuya.
Oh yeah, Neverland.
Yeah.
I've never been to that place.
Bro, apparently they have some BS system that if you get in there before 12, you like get nomi hodai, I guess.
How much is that?
It was just the entrance fee. They didn't charge anything else. But then I think after 12, I don't even know, because they didn't even tell us the whole system thing. My friends had like these red cups, and then I drank out of the red cup, and then the guy like runs up on me and starts yelling at me.
Why?
And he's like, oh, お客様、このカップで女性のだけ使いますよ.
Oh, you drink a girl's drink.
Yeah. And then he was
Still
like,
gonna know.
she was like, oh, you have to pay 1,400 yen for one.
Wait. 1,400 for the shitty red cup?
Yeah. No, just for my sip out of her drink. He like made me pay. Or he was going to kick me out. Yeah. And I was like,
So do we even know that girl?
oh yeah, it's like, Like the same girls from the other night. Yeah. But like, I mean, they didn't get told like, oh, you can only drink it. You can't share this drink. You know? I don't know.
I think that's the trap.
Yeah.
Because they barely got any customer, I think.
Right.
For even the name of Neverland, I never been. First, I never been. And then anyone who goes to that club are pretty much broke or underage.
Yeah. Right.
So you gotta think about those two people's gonna be there. So they barely earn money for Nomihodai. But Nomihodai is like you have to pay more than a couple thousand, right? 4,000. Nobody's gonna pay for that. Teenagers cannot afford that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're gonna just manipulate people who just sip one drink and make them pay.
Yeah.
How they make money.
Drew got kicked out. Then I would have left. Would have been better.
Do they have like entrance seat?
Yeah, I think it was 2000. I think.
Only 2,000, right?
Yeah. But then we was also that was early. We got there at like 10:30, 11. So maybe it might be cheaper earlier. I mean, some places are like that, right? But yeah, anyway, that same employee that was yelling at me, bro, I was talking to this girl. And just like, then I go and oh my God, what a rookie. And I bought her this drink. And I'm talking to her. And then he just runs up and he like splits us. Okay? And he splits us. And then he's like, oh, I see what saying. Like, oh, come
Hey,
VIP.
6,000?
Yeah, no. He was like inviting her to like VIP in the back. And then she left. I was like, oh.
She left you. VIP on Neverland. Oh yeah, I want to go so mad.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
But
Anyway, that's why. Don't go to Neverland. You know, if you get a table, do you think that makes it a lot easier to meet girls? Or do you think that makes it a lot easier to mingle? And do you think the position of the table matters a lot?
I will be honest, because I arrange table, mainly I arrange table. I barely got any guest list, only for my friends. From my point of view, there's no difference compared to, oh, if I have table, so I have a girl. There's only one difference is if you're cool or not.
Okay.
I don't want to disappoint any of my clients because every time if I have a table for them, I will ask some of my girlfriends, says I will arrange some of my girlfriends to come along and hang out. So there will be not zero girl.
Yeah.
That's how like everyone trying to get a table from me because I know a lot of people. I know a lot of girls. I know a lot of guys, and I know a lot of even like I do have a connection. That's the one way I can arrange them. But there's no promise whenever you go to. I don't think it's only for Zouk. I think it's for all the club. Even if you have says you spend like, let me make an example. Last time, one of the customer who is not my customer spend 1,000,000. So spend like 10 million in one night.
On one table?
On his table. So he bought, I think he bought like a 20 spade, but he didn't get it. He didn't even bring his own girl or even trying to ask any girl to come his table. So there was 0 girls at his table.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's a lot of purposes. What do you want to feel if you want to spend money on the table?
Yeah. Well, I think for me, it's nice to I guess have like a secluded space for just you and your friends or people you know.
Yeah, with your friends, right?
Because then you kind of have like your own private space to like kind of just enjoy the club.
Yeah.
And especially if it's really crowded. Like some clubs are like you can't even walk inside. So it's nice to like get off of the crowded dance floor and then like be in that private space. So like there's that. And then you have like your drinks there. You don't have to go to the bar.
You don't have to hold it all the time.
Right.
Or just accidentally spill to someone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at Neverland, bro. This guy like shoved me like that, and then my drink like flipped over, and I like had this huge ass wet mark, and I was just like, forget that club. Don't go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to Neverland.
And then I feel like that's the first thing. I think the second thing is like just being able to sit down is nice too. Yeah. If you're dancing for like 4 or 5 hours, it's like pretty nice to like have a seat.
Yeah. I used to do that all the time though, and I would just dance all night alone.
Yeah.
From the beginning till the early morning, and I will lose like almost 2 kilo every day. That's like my diet place.
The early 20s stamina though starts to peter off, but
not more.
Yeah, but then I think there's that benefit, and then I think it's just like I mean it depends on where the VIP table is too, right? Like if you get to be behind the DJ too, that's even better because then you're kind of close to the entertainment in a way, and if they're famous, it's even more special. True. I think that kind of stands out to me, and then. Your retention I think is pretty decent because I think it's different from guys' view versus girls' view.
you don't need to pay.
Right. Yeah.
And you probably get a lady seat, or you probably just know someone you getting for free, you have connection, or you just knows everyone, or you ask them like they will arrange you to go to VIP seat. That's like, I think for girls, dignity, they'll be feel like special. Like they'll be feel like, oh, I have the face. Like I will, this like more like some girl side of self-satisfaction of being above of something else,
Yeah. Yeah.
of like other people. But like I think for guy is same thing as that. When you guys get table, like says you aren't enough money and you have extra wise and you love party,
Right. Yeah.
and you think, you know, says you get a table of 3 grand, and that's maybe, as example, 3% of your income, you will not feel anything, right? But at the same time, you will, compared to the 3% you spend on the club, getting a table, you will probably feel really good because the whole night, some people says you want to have like personal time, like personal space with your friend, but other people might feel like, oh, I got a table right next to DJ booth, and I look down on people. That's how the DJ booth has a very high, there's like at least more than 1.5 meter from the dance floor. But we call it pool in Chinese. We call it dance pool because people who are in the pool are not the people above. So like even in China, when you get a table, like when you go to club, everyone needs a table. We don't have pool. The pool is for the upstairs people.
Oh wow.
So the culture is different in here. In Japan, if you can get a table, you're on the above of pool. That's why, did you ever find out all the club, their VIP are one step above of the dance floor?
Right. Right.
Because they want to make you feel like you're special.
Then.
Yeah. And there's even a little one step says you enter and you have this like even like a gate, like a little, you know, what do you call that? Like a
Yeah. Like a block. Or
like a
kind of
block
car.
a little, yeah, like makes it's your own space. You will feel special, right? You will feel like, oh, I work for this, I feel good, and all the girls look at me different. I think that's like about something people want to feel when, especially when the people who works 95,
Right.
like they will be like, oh, let's just like put money together and let's feel something different today.
Yeah.
Because you can go to club all the time and pretty much the drink is not gonna be good. Zouk actually serve really good drinks though, but Monster Club betters, they don't even look at the cup when they pour you. It's probably gonna be 3 double shots.
Right. Right.
Yeah, if you like it, it's good though. But in a table service will be so much different. They will do so much extra. They will give you like the wet towels that makes you feel special, clean up your table. And I think that's the part Zouk does really good for the as a marketing. They will put pretty girl as a bottle service. They will make them stuck, like they will stick at your table forever. They're not gonna be like, because most of the club, I think you know,
They come. They drop it.
they come, they draw.
Yeah.
That's yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna do it your own. You know what?
Right. Right.
But in Zouk, we really do treat our customer like as if we never served them. I think that's really important, and the hospitality for in that part, I don't think Zouk, any other club can compete. And even when I said when a club is good as a club, their bottle girl are not really in shape. So for a small box like that, you really need to hire a skinny bottle girl. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, you know? Like, they can be a little, just pretty and then functional. But for that matter of fact, I think Zouk is trying the best. And most of the bottle girl can speak English.
Oh right.
That's why it became really international lately. Because last half year, we didn't have any foreigner, less foreigner than now, I think. And now it includes more than 30% are like younger people and who's like only English speaker or mainly English speaker. And even though the people who's not rich trying to get a table because they look at the people getting on the service with that amount of money. Because sometimes we have like a minimum 1 grand table and you can stay for whole night. You don't have like limit time.
Yeah. Yeah. That is something unique I think about Japanese clubs is some tables are only for a set amount of hours.
Yeah.
And so like I went to, oh yeah, what is it called?
But one-off, that's habit.
Yeah.
One-off, they will only, when they have, especially when they have the big DJ, they want you to spend 200만, 2 million yen, or you have to go in within 2-3 hours. Like, who's gonna open that?
Right.
They're gonna kick you out after you pay all that money and barely
Okay, where is it? It's
A life.
no, it's downstairs in the basement.
A life. That's A life.
I got there with my friends, and then we only had 2 hours. And then once the thing ended, they like,
You guys got table?
yeah, and they like kick you out basically after the 2 hours, or you have to
Buy more.
renew. Yeah. Versus like Zouk is like all night. I think the all night thing is not as common in Tokyo. As in like I thought, I think a lot of foreigners would get that confused because in the States, you buy a table, it's like presumed till like closing. Whereas like in Japan, that's not always the case. Sometimes it's like, yeah, like 3 hours or 2 hours or something. And then you're dropping like, 3 racks for like 2,000, 2 hours. Something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have every single table is different price.
Right.
That is like
That was their comment.
Yeah.
The format or
We don't kick out anyone. That's our policy unless you pee on the table or you do something crazy. That's the only time we kick someone out. We had that before, which is crazy. Like, how are you gonna pee on the top on the VIP?
yeah.
And when the bathrooms are everywhere.
Yeah. That's wild. So if you had to give an American incel advice, so if they come to Japan, think like, oh, I want to find a girl in Japan, and they go to a club, how would you think most Japanese girls are like trying to get approached? Or how do you try to like feel out if someone's available or if they're not? So what's something I've got here I find very common is a lot of girls will like talk to you. They'll even give you like their number or their line or Instagram, and they're like, for dating someone. It's crazy.
Isn't that happen in America too?
It does, I think, to a much less extent.
Really?
I think Japan is a little bit more notorious for it.
Well, I will say in Japan, they will share their personal information to anyone. That's why when you ask their phone number or line, they will be like, I don't care. That's like their ID, whatever they're wearing. They don't think it's something secret they should keep. It's so different compared to China because Chinese girl, sometimes if you are trying to approach them, they wouldn't even tell you their real name. But in Japan, they're gonna tell you exactly where they live, what's their type, what they eat this morning, and what they don't like. And then they will literally tell you their address number. Like, it's crazy how they reveal everything about themselves, but one thing they don't reveal is their feelings.
Oh yeah.
You don't know what they're thinking. That's like how bigger problem I had when I first time come back here. Every time I will be like, is this chick wanna be my friends or not? Like, cause last minute she'll be like, oh, let's hang out. I really want to hang out with you. I like your vibe so much. And then I was like, yeah, let's hang out. And I message her, and then she'll be ignoring me for 2 weeks. And then later on, the month later, she will reply me, says, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't check on my phone. During that time, she was posting all the Instagram.
Yeah.
So I think that's the one thing about the culture. You gotta be telling them. You have to be honest with me. I think that's one way to another because they don't know if you're true with them. The whole society, more like they're polite. Once they're polite, that's a good thing. But sometimes they're too polite. They don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Says I'm the Japanese girl. I will tell you, if you ask me, do you like me? If I were Japanese girl, I will say, yeah, I like you so much. But inside of this message hides a lot of feelings. You gotta think about that. You can ask for, what's the feeling about liking me so much? What part? And then if they get nothing, then it's a lie. If they get a lot of things, you know what I mean? Like they say, oh, I like your charming way, or oh, how you talk, like the way you whatever talk to me, some details, then they're being honest. But I would say if you really want to get a Japanese girl, try to call them, FaceTime. Because calling in Japan are a next level of dating.
Oh wait.
So say if you're being messaging each other for 3 months versus you guys being calling each other for 3 months. It's like for them, it's like you're the person they want to talk all the time. But for message, they'll probably message with 300 people. You don't know, right? They can't even do the group messaging.
Yeah.
So you gotta think about they do this, what else they can do. Calling is the time, especially for the FaceTime. If they do FaceTime, they're true to you. Because when you FaceTime, says I FaceTime someone, I can have so much limit stuff I can do. Says I can look at Instagram, but I can message other people. I cannot call other people. So that limits me to connect with other people.
Right.
But
You're kind of very divided.
Yeah.
Your attention's like,
yes, that's why I think when a girl calls you, they like you. But once they only message you once a while, maybe you're number 3 or the war.
that seems generous. Probably more like 10,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10.
Or you can try send them voice message.
Yeah.
I think boys, when it comes up, because of the modern society, everything's been getting worse because when the old time people calling, people see person face to face. But right now, like we don't even need to see each other. Like everything is like all about reels, TikToks, and their intention are over the other side. That's why like people are getting less and less intention to each other. But I think Japanese girls, especially they're like very shy in general, they will be shy. And lately, because all the like a crazy sugar baby videos about how to get a rich man, how to get a rich girl, you know, and everyone thinks they can do the same. Like a little kid says that they can be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
They want to be YouTuber in the future, no job, and don't want to go to college. I think that's the one thing affects it. But in Japan, I think it's really hard. You really gotta just talk to them in person and make them less insecure. Only thing they does talk to you while they having boyfriends because the boyfriend is not satisfying them. She's not entirely happy about her relationship. That's why she's still talking to other people. That's the only reason. Otherwise, there's no space for a girl to try to fall to different people at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, but I think that's same with universe-wise. Japanese guy, most of Japanese guy, I'm not saying everyone, are very unique.
How so? Wait, what do you mean by that?
I only had one Japanese guy boyfriend, one and my first and then my last.
You're not the first person to tell me that. I think that's probably, I would say most foreign women that live in Japan, that is a very common sentiment, you know?
I think I was also very patient about that because I dated him for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
When I was like in the first grade of high school, so that's 7th grade, I dated him for 2 years till graduate. And then I think there's a lot of thing towards culture gaps between China and Japan. Because in China, girls get treated like princess. But they also does look like a princess too because they take care of themselves. Like they always keep themselves lean and then, you know, the best version of themselves. That's how the guy pour all the love for them. But like in Japan, I feel like girls, that's too much stuff compared to how the guys deserve. It's probably opposite in compared to America. But that's just my personal opinion I think at the time when I was dating him, he always gave me this do you know manmakon in Japanese? It's called mother complex.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like he always talk about his mom, and whenever we're on a date or just like like high schooler day, we just go to cafe and then take our hand, just like do something, talk something nonsense, and he'll be like, I gotta go home by 5 p.m. My mom's waiting for me. Go shopping. I was like, are you 3? Like we're like already 17. And I just feel like so childish. At the same time, I feel like I'm not on the priority. Like I'm not being put as a priority at all. And whenever we hang out together, he always check on his phone. And then he will be like, separate the minimum payment, like says I get a coffee latte, it's like 543 yen. He will separate exact till the 3 yen with me.
Wow.
Then I'll be like, dude, I'm gonna pay. I get more pocket money from my mom anyways. And he will let me pay. So that's why like I feel like I wasn't dating a guy. I was dating like more like a girlfriend. I have to make her stay with me. That's the vibes I get. And later on, when we started doing long distance, only maybe a couple months, and I find out he was cheating. So that I think it's like a culture of Japanese guy. Like they think cheating are just normal as long as the girl side doesn't find out. But that's one thing I don't understand. And also the separating money thing, I don't understand. I mean, it can be, I mean, we're both high schooler. It doesn't have to be him always buy me anything, but it's like, it just make me look bad as a girl. I was like, you know, suggest him, can it be like, okay, I pay for the lunch, you pay for the dinner. Or I pay for the, you know, like cafe, you pay for the cafe lunch. It's like almost same price, you know, not really expensive. And he'll be like, no, I wanna separate at the moment exactly how much I owe you, how much you owe me. I was like,
You break the 1 yen in half?
yeah, like, can you break the 1 yen in half? Like, that's like something like every time you do, your heart's just like getting colder and then just feel like this person is not the person you really like. I think that's the one thing turning me off. And yeah, that's why maybe I never really wanted to date a Japanese guy. I tried. I think I went on a date with some Japanese guy. And then they would be like, says we go to Starbucks. You know, Starbucks like only 600 and like couple dollars. Then he'll be like, oh, I will get you a Starbucks. It's on me. And he'll be like so showing off about the $5. And it's like keeping telling me like I bought you Starbucks earlier. Like, aren't I cool? Like, aren't you saying like I'm cool? I was like, yeah, you're super cool. Thank you for the Starbucks. Like he'll remind me that Starbucks for like weeks later. I'll be like, okay, dude, I will pay you back. And so they will like keep saying the small thing they've done for you, and then make you remind them, like how much thing they're doing for you, but exactly they're not doing anything.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Would you say that there's like less of a cultural expectation that the guys will pay out here?
I will think it depends on people because I have a friends who Japanese, like we're just like friends in general. Like he always, whenever he wanna ask me advice, like he will buy me dinner. He will buy me like, by me and my friends. Says we're like a group dinner. He will like pays. It really depends on like, I mean the salary wise too, for sure. Like says if he earns less than me, I will just definitely like separate. I always try to separate with my friend because I feel like it's not a like of course thing where when we're just friends and then making other people pay. But says if we were dating on the till the first 2 dates, the guy should pay. That's like my point of view. But like because girls need to dress up. Says what if they're very excited for the date and then they bought a new dress, right? That's worth more than the dinner. And I and I also think the girl deserves it when the feelings are pure enough. Says if you find out she had a different boyfriend and still come on one date with you, I don't think she deserves it. But yeah, there's the frustration of how it should be, I think.
Right. Well, we talked about like the whole like how to kind of feel out if they like you or not, but like at the club or maybe at a cafe or like all these different places, like how do you recommend people actually try to just meet people? So like, how do they actually get the contact? You know, I feel like it's tough. It's easier when you've lived somewhere a while and you've gone to school here, you've worked here, or something like that, or like even if you move for just a job though, I find it to be hard because you only meet your coworkers, and then sometimes like a good amount of those coworkers are one already married or two way older than you, right? And so like I feel like school helps a lot, or even just having like friends of similar age. Like if you don't have any of that, and you just like pick up, leave America, move to Japan, boom, and then it's like, how do you make friends? How do you, look for someone?
I think the most genuine connection will be introduction from your girl friends, like the friends of your girls. Because says if you have a guy friend introduce you, I think it have to be a girl friends. Because if it was a guy friends, they will introduce you the girls they don't like. It's gonna sound like mean, but they will only introduce you the girl they eliminated already.
Yeah, right.
You will do the same.
Yeah, no,
I'm
always pure-hearted.
I mean, you're not gonna
I want the
introduce
best for my girl, my guy.
if I'm gonna introduce, if I were a guy, I would do the same. I would
Like
not get.
my best friend Cathy is this high tier guy, and I want this best high tier girl for my best tier guy friend.
That's gonna be like, yeah, it might be like how to say it's really pure friendship. Then the guy really just friend with that girl for long enough. But I don't know. I just feel like only if the girl eliminated the guy's side or the girl eliminated an older guy eliminated the girl side, or they both eliminated each other. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a pure friendship.
Yeah.
Or it's like
I do hear you're saying that. I think that that's definitely true. Like one party definitely has no interests.
Yeah.
But if there was interest between those two, you don't exactly go and recommend them to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know?
So I feel like it should be a girlfriends that you know, whoever is here, or
So you're recommending the Cathy matchmaking service?
I think if I have, yeah, I will definitely introduce any of my friends, their future wife, because I think, I mean, as long as the both party with agreement though, it's like really hard. Like sometimes, you know, you want to matchmake someone, like I always do matchmaker, but like I failed a lot. It's just like, it's really hard for like, when you put two parties together, then there's definitely gonna be a one side are not really happy.
Right, right.
You know, the girl, we say the girls didn't like it, and the guy, okay, that's not my type in person. You know, like it's not just about the looks, it's about like the emotions and how you guys,
Get along.
yeah, and snitch.
Right.
Like, what do you say that snitch? Like a cracking together? How do you say? Like you have this like fireworks? Yeah, like a click together is how you guys click together, I think.